wanna slide on the D. Deep throat, D. Take off, D. Yeah, that's fine by me. She wanna ride the D. Reverse cowgirl, she did a helicopter. Spin on the D. Now she want it in her asshole. Take these babies in your asshole. Hello, premium smokers. What's going on? We're back. What's going on, peoples?
Good morning, good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning.
Wherever you're at.
It's Sunday morning for us, Friday night for y'all. And yeah, these ladies got my ass up early.
Yeah, I'm not usually up this early either.
Yeah.
But
the only time I would be up this early when I have to interview somebody from England or overseas. That's the only time, because their time is just totally fucked up.
it was the weather for me today. We're in Florida still. It's finally not really hot out today, so it motivated me to be up today and out and about.
Oh, so the children got down south of y'all, huh?
Finally, it's getting here. It's like almost here.
Oh, it's cold here and raining. So
it's still in the 90s here in Houston, man. It's too hot here.
I mean, that's Texas though, y'all heat.
Texas is hot as fuck.
Is special too.
I knew someone who moved from here to Texas, and they said the heat was so much worse.
No, I believe it, because Texas is dry heat, desert heat, closer to the equator.
It's humid. It's super fucking humid and hot.
Yeah, I know.
It's gross.
My hair doesn't grow a foot when I walk outside anymore. So.
Oh, yeah. See, that's why the motherfucker be fucking so much in Texas. Goddamn it. Well, they stayed inside too hot.
Ms. Alice, welcome to Deep in Them Guts with Queen Bunny B. Here we're getting into the tea with titties out. So, how you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I absolutely love your energy, and I was so excited to get you on. So why don't you go ahead and tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, how you got into the industry, and what you've been working on.
Well, as you know, my name is Alice Marie. I'm 28, in case anyone was wondering. And it's actually a funny story, like how I got into the industry. It was actually, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but it was my daughter's idea.
You're allowed to say whatever you want. This is the fucking premium smoke rule.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it was my daughter's idea. I was a stay-at-home mom for years. And I decided to eventually, my life changed. So I was I was about to enter the world as an individual again. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do because I was so focused on the kids for years. And my daughter was younger teenager at the time, and was like, why don't you sell feet pics? And I was like, I don't know, maybe. And I had a lot of people that
wait a second. We ain't just going to talk about that and skip over that. Wait a second. What was your reaction when your daughter said that?
Because I honestly wasn't surprised, because she was very the way she came out, she was like, I've been researching it, and you could make so much money, and you could go on these sites and do this. And I was just like, okay. She was 13, by the way. She was always very researchy and things like that. And, we always kind of taught her to be powerful with her body and herself. So both of my daughters were very confident and things like that. So they respected themselves and things like that. So they were okay talking about all this stuff. And they were just kind of too smart for their own good and always researching and things like that. So, and I had already had, as I was in the beginning of my transition-ish, I had a lot of people that were complimenting my feet, and she saw it. So she was like, you could do it. And I was like, sure, I'll think about it. And then I started with that a little bit. And I actually, during the COVID time, everyone was on Tinder, hanging out low key. and I started hanging out with a lot of couples because that was just what it was. Tinder turned into couples online, and then I was hanging out with them and already like getting videos and shit of things. And so I don't know. I just kind of like I entered the swinger lifestyle somehow, and then like a lot of swingers are also they also do content, so I kind of just went from there, and like people were
And
like,
see, that's
yeah,
the
I
other
like your
thing.
feet,
People
but
don't
I want to
realize
see
how
this, and I was like, I
many,
mean, maybe I could do that.
people
And
don't realize how
so
many of some of the husbands there in the swinging are bisexual. Because I never get a story of a girl that they were with a dude, and then the husband just out of the blue said, "It's okay if I suck your dick."
honestly, being trans has shown me that most men in this world are bisexual, or at least curious, or have done something with a cock in their life.
Yeah, every man has had a gay dream. They just don't want to admit the shit. They didn't had a gay dream. Yes, you have. Yes,
Exactly.
fellas.
Plus, nowadays, you can like cock without liking men. So a lot of men have realized they love cock, even if they don't like men. They love cock.
Yeah, no, they figured out they love a big clit. Cause that's one of my friends told me to say.
Yeah, I don't say that though. I feel like I kind of I stick to correct grammar,
Mm-hmm.
not to offend anyone out there, but
Yeah.
I just it's a dick. I have a dick. I'm a woman that has a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And what a beautiful lady cock it is.
Yeah. I had to go for one of my favorite performers was Big Clit Lee. Yeah, I love watching her. She gets down.
I'm not sure if I heard of her. Is she one of like the muscle mamas?
She now she's one of the first transgenders that I used to watch.
Oh shit.
Black
Okay.
girl. And I'm talking about dudes and females. And it was the guys she mostly taught.
I
But
was gonna say I'll work with guys, but there's just not a lot of guys out in the industry that are willing to bottom for me. But if they are, come on down.
I would see her.
I think that there are a lot more out there that are open to it than what you realize. You probably just haven't been put in the right circles yet to meet those people. But we'll get you there. We'll get you
Yeah. I'm getting there. Like I'm getting there more. I think it's also people are just being more comfortable to experiment more and more every day. So even some people that I've talked to in the past that were like, no, I'm not into it at all. They've talked to me recently and were like, I'm into it now. And that's really good. I like that because I think that everyone should be open with things that they like sexually. I mean, sex is kind of its own world to me. Like the more I've been in this world and the swinger world and everything, like I realize how, it is really its like own thing. Like you don't have to be with men or identify as gay if you like to suck dick every now and then, and people should just kind of be. I mean, a few years ago it was like totally gross to like feet, and now everyone sucks toes. Yeah, everyone sucks toes. Like when they used to be like, ew, no. So I mean, I guess they're just always evolving.
Yeah, because like, my two slaves, they both into the feet. You know what I'm saying? I had to send one pics, and the other one they want to suck on my toe. God, I love being a dom.
Alice, what is your favorite kind of content to create?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really like a lot of the times I have people asking me like when I'm gonna collab, they're like, what kind of content? And I'm just like, let's just fuck. Like I honestly for me, my favorite part of the industry in general is the people that I meet and like the new bodies that I get to um explore. So I just kind of like working with new people. That's really what it is. I like the change in people and like with each scene, and people are always kind of like, who are you going to work with next type of thing, not really like what kind of video are you going to film next. But um I now am not a single person in the industry anymore, so I've been exploring more ideas with my wife, and I'm getting more you know I'm learning more on like types of videos I could do. So I guess I've been getting into like being like domed by women just because I never really was before. Like the kind of like specific things like ass worship or like tit jobs or like some of like the specific kink stuff. I also really, really love filming pee videos too.
Wait, being peed on or you being on?
Oh, I love being peed on by women. I never let men pee on me, but I love being peed on by women and squirted on too. So like squirting specifically, you know, my wife's a huge squirter, so we've been able to make a lot of that.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God. So for you, when it comes to like shooting your content, how much did you learn and realize it's more work than a lot of people think it is?
Oh, it's a lot of work. I mean, the cam being on camera, if I have a filmer, then I don't it doesn't feel like work at all. Then I just am in my zone and all I'm doing is having sex and focusing on the person. And kind of pretending like the camera's not there until it's in my face and I have to look into it. And I'll remember like you pick up the little things that you have to do or like the positions you kind of have to put your body in to look sexier and all that jazz. But if I have a filmer, it doesn't feel like work at all. But when I have to film tripod, it does because I have to change angles and do all this stuff. I mean, it's really hard if you have a dick because it's hard to like stay hard and everything and like to you know, not get worked out, like, and not get tired and sweaty and all that. So, it's definitely a lot of work filming with some aspects, but the harder work is everything that prepares, like having the right outfits, getting pictures, getting, you know, doing your makeup, making sure your hair is good, your nails are done, like all of like the week before prepping to do a scene is a lot more stressful and feeling like work than actually shooting for me at least. And then also, you know, getting the like working through the nerves because you get nervous, like especially if you're meeting someone new.
It's exciting. It's nerve-wracking. It can be overwhelming. There's a lot of work that goes into preparation, including like checking the type of content that whoever you're going to be shooting with. Do you do your research when it comes to working with somebody new, or you just kind of
Of
jump into it?
course. You have to that's the hard part is sometimes you actually don't get to have as much communication as you would like, and it's with sex in general, communication is the best thing, of course, because you're working with another person. You have to figure out what their likes and dislikes are, their boundaries, because you talk about boundaries. Everyone has boundaries. People that do porn, if anyone was wondering, we're not just open to everything. There's lots of people that are not into everything, and it you know they feel a lot better and you feel a lot better when everyone's comfortable, and sometimes you actually don't get enough time to do that. So it's always good when you can talk to them as much as possible. But
So what was your most awkward experience on set, talking about, you know, not being able to have that opportunity to get to know people ahead of time, not walking in knowing what to expect? What created the most awkward experience for you?
I don't know if I have like the most awkward experience in mind. Like I don't not one thing, like nothing bad has ever really happened with shooting or like anything like embarrassing or anything like that, other than times that I couldn't get my dick hard, like because it's weird sometimes, like you know when I am filming you just can't get your dick hard, like not just for me but for like lots of men too. A lot of them take things that you know they take. I can't do the shot in the dick thing that all the dudes do.
Oh
Like
hell
I
no!
can't. Yeah, I'm like fuck no. Someone tried to do it and I was like about to let him like and he got closer than me. I was like
I
no,
never
don't do
asked
it.
Jamie that question. See, this is why I picked her from the goddamn podcast people. I've never asked Jamie Castle or any transgender that I've ever. Did you ever have a hard time getting hard? God damn it! And well, hold up. Was this with women and men or just men?
What?
With the hard, having a problem getting hard.
With both. With women, I actually get more nervous because with men, I don't really care what they think, so it's not like I'm nervous about them. But like women, you know, especially when I work with like women that I have like looked up to in a way, because there's been a lot of them, and they're just so like professional. That's what I was actually gonna get. What I was getting to was like the most awkward time was my first big content house because I was so nervous. Like I did nothing like that before. All of them I had like 8K. They all had like 40K. They were all gorgeous and like just like so good at taking pictures because that's something I'm not really good at. That's why I don't have much professional pictures. Um and like they were just so good at doing the reels and like staying organized and doing all this stuff. I was just like, wow. And it was like it was an amazing experience, and it was definitely what started my career, like really started it. But I was as I was filming everything, I was looking at them and I was like, man, like I don't look like me. Like this was like a really big learning curve, you know. Like I noticed I was awkward. I noticed that I was thinking too much and I could see it in the camera. I mean, other people probably didn't because a lot of people love those scenes to this day, but I noticed and I realized I could do a lot better. So then over time I just was like uh, you know, learning ways to just be more myself, and it worked. But at first I was super awkward and I was so like, oh no, my career's over because everyone's gonna see that and then I'm not gonna get invited anywhere. Like I was so nervous. Like that was like my debut basically. So I kind of, you know, I was so awkward that whole weekend. But at the same time it was an amazing weekend.
Well, speaking of debut, why don't we debut what you're wearing? Show everybody what you got on today.
I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad. We'll get to that in a second. I was getting overexcited.
I have a comfy little pajama dress on.
Oh, cute. You're so
No
sexy.
underwear, of course.
Yes,
Who
man.
wears underwear at
And
home?
very nice ass. I just want to put that out there.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice ass. I'm sorry. Just yeah.
If I was allowed to show that, I don't know how much I'm allowed to show in here.
Oh, you can show a lot. This is loyal fans.
Show whatever you want to, really. We're going on.
They get butt naked on some of these shows.
Yeah,
I could be. I'm always naked at home. I was naked before I put this on. So, like I was hanging out naked, and then when it was time, I threw this on.
So Dogg Vison, we spoke earlier. Dogg Vison was your first page shoot on a set, correct? How about, can we roll that?
Yeah, let's go to it, shall we? Let's roll that bill with being, please. Let's look at some pictures.
So this was my first trans scene, and I am so thankful that it was with you. We just clicked right off the bat. I felt super comfortable with you. The energy was great, and I'm telling you, this has got to be one of the most fire scenes I have created to date.
Aww.
Kind of upset I don't get the footage, but you know, that's what happens when you get paid.
Yeah, that's also why I don't like to. I like to do more collabs because I get to, you know.
We're going to watch this from the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Love the editing.
It got messy.
I see.
Yes, it did. I'm surprised we didn't hit the ceiling when you got me to squirt like that.
Oh my gosh, I've never been splashed in the face like that before.
Sprayed.
I can tell you it was very intense.
It was like and it was with my fingers too. Like I was like going to town, and then there was a time where she just like a fucking firehouse hose.
Yeah.
It was the best. I love that shit. I love being waterboarded by women. It's great.
So when you walked in the door and you saw Queen Bee, what was your thoughts?
Oh, when I first saw her, you have a very seductive face. Like you look like you could just give someone those eyes and those cheeks, you know, those beautiful cheekbones, and just make people get on their knees. So, and then I also just thought that you were you were so adorable, like talking to you. You were so like lovable and like sweet, and I just wanted to give you a bunch of hugs.
Thank
you were like thick and beautiful, and you had an amazing ass.
So I got to ask for the men. How was the pussy?
It was pretty fucking great. It was definitely the best pussy I had that whole weekend.
Yay! That's a pretty stiff competition. Great.
And Good, because I'm sorry, I don't get to ask them questions, smokers. How good was the pussy? I really love that 69 though. That 69 shot though. That shit was fire.
That's always one of my favorite ways to start. It gets me so hard having like women on my face. Like I love being sat on. Like I love like when women sit on my face and I have like their ass just right there and like their pretty butthole in view. I love that shit.
Yeah, that's something I definitely don't do enough. I don't do a whole lot of writing faces. That's probably something I should incorporate more in 2026.
Absolutely. People would love to see you sit on more faces. Crush some skulls. Thick thighs are for crushing skulls.
I was saying it the other day when I was watching a video with somebody. I was like, no, the type threesome I like is one on the dick and one on my mouth.
Exactly. Like while you're getting sat on, your dick is also and it's the perfect angle that goes right down her throat. It's perfect.
Oh, 69 was actually one of my favorite positions to shoot. Because one, you can get the face fuck, and if you really got skills, you can put your heel on the back of her head.
Oh, I've done that. I've like locked my heels and like fucking and it was great. One of my first professional scenes, I did that. I didn't tell her I was gonna do that, and I did it right as a surprise. And she was like, her eyes were like watering. She was like, "That was fucking hot." Like she was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I loved it. That was my favorite part of that whole scene. That was with Layla Lay, by the way. She's beautiful.
Ooh, I know her.
She is fun. Her husband is cool too. That whole group, like them, and their friends were the first professional shoots I did, and I'm so happy it was with them. Like they were so helpful. They were so nice. Like they had like makeup when I needed it, clothes when I needed it. They like motivated me to get pictures of me instead of waiting for me to say something. They're like, get in here and do this. Like they were like definitely so good for like me as a beginner, and I got so much work done that weekend and also just had a great time. And when they run events, when Lexi and Gio run events, they do amazing. Just want to give them a little shout out, because if it wasn't for them and Booty and Beast, Crystal and Dan, and Bella Joy, and I think that's how I say her last name. I'm sorry if I didn't say that name right. And Layla and Taco, there's what started all of this journey for me, and I'm grateful.
That's fabulous.
Didn't mean to get
let me ask, the viewers like to come out and see us when we're out in public at big events. What are your plans for the end of this year and next year as far as events you plan to attend?
Oh, I honestly, my wife and I have been saying we want to attend all of them, like all of them possible next year. We want to work our asses off and be able to go, because that's also been a great part of this, is the travel. I've never traveled as much as I have since I got in the industry, and it's been great. And I love all the random places I go to, because it's like some of them are cool, like Vegas, but then other ones are random, like Washington.
Yeah, I think my most random was Iowa. Like when we went to go shoot, I landed at the airport, and then it was an 1.5 to 2 hour drive of nothing but cornfields. Nothing but cornfields on either side. Like, how is there even possibly that much land for corn?
You was in Iowa.
Yeah, when I shot with Private Society.
Yeah.
Oh, you shot with them? Oh my goodness. I used to watch them in high school.
Yeah, I did 2 scenes with them.
Oh my god. I love them. I love I think there's a woman on that I absolutely love, and I think her name's like Honey or something. She's an older lady. She's awesome. But she seems to be a regular in them, so that's why I mentioned. I was wondering if
Private Society was
regulars.
It was VHS. They old, legendary. I'm sorry, they've been around for a minute.
I know, I love that. I love like some of the vintage porn, the ones that don't look fake. Because like, I mean, there was like a time when everyone was like, like the porn that everyone thinks we do, that everyone like makes fun of until they actually watch it, and then they're like, oh, okay. Like the porn before that looked like like a little more real, and then it kind of went into this like glammy acting thing, like Kardashian looking type thing that everyone thinks it is, and then and now it's like just
See,
people.
she proved my point. The fall of porn began with that goddamn Kim Kardashian sex tape. I don't care what no one says. Because when Vivid bought that shit and decided they want to distribute it, we in the copy and paste industry. Because that's what porn companies do. They copy and paste.
Yeah.
Oh, they did that. Now every celebrity got a sex tape they want to put out. See?
So you plan on attending? Are you going to be there for the AVNs in Vegas, XBiz in LA?
I would really, really love that. And I've never been to, I mean, I've only been to FetishCon and AVN, which I never went to the event. I just went to Vegas and I was shooting all weekend. And I went to the hotel that it was at and I saw some of the chaos, but I didn't actually go to the event. So I've never been to any event other than FetishCon. But that's a little different than XBiz and AVN and all that jazz. So
I will 100% be at AVN, so we definitely need to connect, and I'd be happy to show you around. That is absolutely one of my favorite events to attend throughout the year.
it looked very fun, and Vegas was cool. I definitely want to go back. We want to try to do as much as possible.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's a big, driving reason for me to move to Vegas is to be able to just immerse myself into the industry and actually, really start to have an opportunity to grow. Let me ask you, coming into the industry, you were a porn connoisseur.
Yeah,
So
I've been into porn pretty much my whole life.
So once you started actually creating porn, what was one of the biggest misconceptions that you were like, oh, wow?
I guess like I guess one of the things that was always said, because I never really like gave into any people talking about this or that. Like I like people all the things that people had always kind of said about porn or the misconceptions or whatever, I never really paid attention to those. Like I kind of noticed the things that other people didn't. So I didn't really agree most of the time. But a lot of them, I was always wondering how like clean everyone was, and I now see like how responsible everyone is with staying clean, and that definitely was like it was like a relief. I was like, okay, cool, like people in porn aren't like nasty like people say they are, but I never really thought so. It was a good reassurance, but I never really listened to any common misconceptions. Every time people talk shit about porn, I just kind of was like, I don't know, like there's porn out there that's not like that, and even the ones like that, like they're doing their thing. Like, I mean, if someone literally offered you, like those people that talk shit about porn, it's like, dude, if someone offered you that position, you would fucking do it. Like having sex for lots of money and getting to also like, because it's like its own thing. Like these events are like kind of red carpet events, and it's kind of like that was eye opening how like we're not just bottom feeders, like people always like kind of ask me like, oh, like how long are you gonna do that? And I was like, and I'm like, as long as I can. Or like my hairdresser has said like, oh, I want something better for someone I care about. And I was like, I actually this is my dream. Okay. Like I've been wanting to be a porn star since I was a child.
Shit to say to somebody while they get their hair done.
Like so I don't know. Like I like people kind of look at porn as if like it's something that we did out of desperate measures.
Yeah.
When it's like, no, we work fucking hard for this. Like, like
Right.
we do this, and we're not just out here on the casting couch, you know what I mean? Like we're doing like things, we're creating art. It's kind of like what people say about like singers or people that do movies, because these are movies. They're just smaller movies, and they have more of a point to them, but everything does. Like every genre has a point to it. Horror is to scare you, drama is to make you feel things. So it's like we're trying to make you feel something. So, but you know, we do it in our own unique ways, and I just it's definitely was a reassurance that they're not like they're creative people doing this. It's not people that are like losers, you know.
Yeah, I would say my biggest misconception coming into it was thinking it's just turning on a camera and fucking.
That
You know,
too.
it really surprised me the amount of work that goes into preparation and the scene itself, and then everything afterwards. The editing, the uploading, the maintaining files, everything that goes into it was really what surprised me probably the most.
That is actually really true. When I see them setting up all those cameras and everything, I'm just like, oh wow, like they're doing this.
Yeah.
And plus, on top of that, you're shooting at the highest studio level. You get what I'm saying, with Dogg Vison and so forth. So it's not because I talk about this on our podcast, paid shoot sex versus content trade sex. That it's different mainly because you don't know who you're dealing with when you're doing the paid gigs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On either side of the fence. Let's make that clear. But content, we have more of a choice. We can develop more chemistry and so forth. So for you, how's the adjustment when it comes to when you have to do the paid gigs? When you walking in, you don't know who you're dealing with, versus your content shoots where you pick them and so forth.
Actually, I've only done one pay like set of paid shoots with Dogg Vison. Like so I haven't really done much paid shoots, and then when I have done paid shoots, it's kind of been with fans or like or I don't know, like I haven't really done many paid shoots. I've kind of just done more collabs and more personal stuff. So it's usually filming on camera and everything, like ourself. I guess it depends on the situation because some people they're very good. Like a lot of these women have husbands, you know, they're very good at filming. Some of them are terrible at filming. So it's like, and then a lot of the times I hate how I look on camera. So with taking pictures, that I'm always more like nervous about. But when it comes to when I was doing the page shoots, it's actually kind of more relaxing because I can just worry about myself and what I have to do rather than all of the other stuff. Because as you said, Bunny, like when you are also doing it yourself, it's impressive how much, you know, the equipment and how much work they put into it themselves. But when you have to do it, it's also hard. And you know, especially if you're not tech savvy, you have to be somewhat tech savvy to do this, even to work the websites and everything. So I mean, it's like, when they're filming, it's so much easier for me. Like the paid shoots seem easier and less stressful, except when I'm taking pictures, because then I'm not sure how good people are at it, and some people are, and some people aren't.
So real quick to touch on so that the viewers know, there is a big difference between Dogg Vison and most of the other production companies that pay for shoots. Dogg Vison actually will give you the list of performers that they expect you to be working with, so you do have an opportunity to look there. They will ask you, are you okay working with this person? And if not, then you don't have to do that scene. You're not going to get paid for that scene, but you don't have to do that scene. So most of the other production companies like DesperateAmateurs.com or Private Society, Shot for Both, and neither one of them really gives you much information about the other people outside of, you know, they're going to use their regular guys. Well, that was Billy Pilgrim and Jay Playhard for me with DesperateAmateurs.com. Thankfully, Jay was actually the one who'd reached me out and connected me to them. So I kind of had a feeling walking into it. But going to Private Society, I didn't even know the first names of the people I was supposed to be shooting with until the day of the shoot. Oh, yeah, you're going to be shooting with John today. Who's John? You know?
Oh, yeah.
See, that would weird me out because, I mean, I didn't think that people did that. I thought that they always gave you, like...
Oh, no.
I thought that people were always like Flacco where they let us talk beforehand.
And see, also, too, so people understand there is two yes, they try to keep it old school, separate sides of adult film. And with the side which encompasses gay porn, lesbian porn, transgender porn, how much were you surprised that being post-op is the best thing for that side of the business? Because and two, also, I'm gonna ask you this, because I know that you did one paid gig, but I'm pretty sure, because I know the business, you're getting hit up. They probably gonna be some people hitting you up probably in the next couple of weeks, months, and so forth. What have you learned about that side of the business walking in that you didn't know? You get where I'm coming from?
Wait, like what did I learn about the paid side of it?
Well, not the paid, the transgender side, gay side of porn, because it is two distinct sides. You get where I'm coming from?
I don't know. They've always seemed to mesh very well to me. Like a lot of the guys who do gay porn, they are in the industry, at least they're always into it, which it's funny because like it's kind of different from the lifestyle. The lifestyle, a lot of the times men are not, like, if they're not like bi, if they're bi, they're all they're not into trans women. So but in the industry, like all the guys who do gay stuff are super down to do the stuff with trans. And then people are in general, like everyone in the industry seems to want to check off the trans box because they know everyone loves it. And then I've never heard anyone say it's better to be post-op. I've actually never seen a post-op trans porn star. I've met one that's done porn, she said, but she doesn't do it anymore, who has post-op. But when she was doing it, I think she said she was pre-op. But most of the time, people want pre-op for porn.
No, trans porn has now grown and become actually very popular.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. See, that shows how much some of you men are gayer than you think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. I don't really think it's gay to be sexually attracted to a trans woman. Like, I don't really think
it's the energy, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And if you give off a feminine energy, I mean, if you give off a manly energy that's dressed like a woman, then I mean that's kind of different to me.
Yeah.
Like to me, I don't know. I don't think that sexual attraction has to do with, like, I don't associate genitals with gender. I associate like the intent, I guess. Like if you want to fuck a guy, then you're attracted to guys. If you want to suck a cock, but you want it to be a woman's body, that doesn't mean you're attracted to guys just because you're sucking a cock. At least to me, like that makes sense. I mean, because it's like, it's an appendage. It's something fun. It's like the same thing as using a bunch of different kinds of dildos for a woman. It's like they're trying out the different cocks. It's like this type of cocks on a woman.
But see, no, but also too, it's if you sit there and watch two beautiful women with strap on, there you go.
That's women.
It's beautiful.
It's
just like we talked about Naked Trumpeter. Naked Trumpeter is bisexual as fuck. I'm scrolling down his page. He has a threesome with him and two guys. They're in lingerie. I know y'all gonna say, yes, you gay, Bob. Okay, if I'm gay, guess what? 2 I'm gay. It was beautiful to watch.
See, and you can find beauty in that without being gay yourself.
Yeah. It's like sex is beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter who the two people are. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy, the attraction. Just like the video that we watch, you can't help but to stop and watch because it's so intense and it's hot and it's sexy. That's the key to porn.
And I think that's also what men in general are learning nowadays, is that being named as gay or being attracted to certain things, it's like, but specifically the gay part of it, that's not a bad thing. Being gay for men was associated with a bad thing for a long time, and men mess with each other too much. That's why it became cool for women to be gay way before it became cool for men. Like going with the trends here. So it's just kind of like, it's not a bad thing to even be gay. So it's like if someone calls you gay for sucking a guy's cock. Like, if you had fun, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, that
just have sex.
the same thought just came to me is, if you're enjoying yourself, it's not anybody else's fucking business what you're doing.
Yeah. If you're playing a video game and you're not critiquing every little part of the video game, you're just playing the fucking game. It doesn't matter why that guy has 3 heads. You're just playing him as a character. So it's like when you're having sex and you're having fun, it's something that like you're doing and you're enjoying yourself and you're not thinking about pleasing other people. You're thinking of like people watching you do it. Like you're thinking about just who's in the moment, and if everyone is having a good time, then it does not fucking matter.
See, I think
Unless it's, of course,
well, one,
like
more
legal,
dudes realize they want to be pegged. And the other thing of it is once again, we associate gay with being weak when it comes to a man.
Yeah.
Y'all sit there and associate a dude that swings as weak. No.
Yeah. All because he respects it. It's like it's weak to respect your wife, then you like, no.
I don't see nothing weak with me watching my woman get plowed by 3 dudes. That's
exactly.
Beautiful.
And it's hot as fuck.
I remember enjoying the view. Like, yeah, no, deep throwing, baby. Come on, don't embarrass me like that. You know you deep throw better than that. More spit. Thank you. Yes, it's okay. Pull her hair. Fuck her harder than that. Come on, dude.
We had talked about this, I think, yesterday, Bobby, about some men are into not only sharing their women, but it's a huge turn on for them to reclaim that pussy when it comes home.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a big part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, Alice. What is one piece of advice that you really wish you would have received when you first entered the industry?
It's a hard question.
Huh?
That's a hard question. I guess the main thing that I have been reminding myself and that I've been told is to just remember to be you. Like, remember that you don't have to be somebody that you aren't. And I see it with lots of people. They, women that enter the industry, and I've seen it even closer with my partner, with feeling like, who you are isn't good for that. Like feeling like you're not good enough. And then I've learned that like anybody can do porn. Anybody. As long as you like sex, then you can do porn. So I guess just not doubting yourself and not thinking you have to be somebody you aren't.
So to kind of touch on that, I would be remiss to say everybody or anybody can do porn, because it definitely takes a certain type of personality, certain type of characteristics, for somebody to be strong enough to withstand all of the negativity that comes at you in this industry from other creators, from the fans, just plain basic haters on both sides. But as long as you enjoy it and you have heart for it, go for it. You're going to find your fans. You're going to find your people.
Yeah. And when a lot of times like the will to work comes naturally to us if it's something we're meant to do. So, if you find yourself, I know a lot of people that, they don't really want to put in any of the work. And you have to be, just because you have to put in work to anything that you do. Otherwise it's just not gonna be your best work. So you have to try to make it your best work. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it? So if you are willing to do the work, and which includes all of that stuff you just said, because it's not just doing it once, you have to keep doing it.
Yeah. This is not the industry to dip your toes in lightly and think you're going to make it. This is a 10 toes in type situation. And, it's really learning and growing and figuring out, what do you need to do next in order to push forward. It's a cutthroat, ruthless fucking industry to get into.
but it's also pretty amazing because it's a platform that gives you like a space to learn a lot about yourself, because you can try a lot of things and you don't have to do them again, but you learn things about yourself along the way when you do them and you try them.
Absolutely.
And the
I
people
agree.
you meet, like the different point of views you come across and the different ways, because everyone's done this their own way, so it's really fun learning about the different ways that people have done this, especially if it is similar to yours and you guys can kind of learn off each other.
Yeah, yeah. I've definitely been learning, to take what this person does over here, that person does over there, and try to implement those type of things into what you do or how you conduct business. But you also want to stay true to yourself, stay true to your brand, and remain authentic. So it's developing that whole, persona.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you this because the adjustment. I ask all women this: the adjustment of being a sex symbol, and this is different when it comes to your situation. You get where I'm coming from because of transformation and so forth. How does it feel to be lusted for, wanted, your beauty accepted? And when I mean accepted, they spending money to look at it. You get where I'm coming from? I'm sorry, that's the greatest honor of beauty is when you spend money for that person's time and their image and to watch them. You get what I'm saying? Jerk off, whatever you want to call it. So for you, how's the adjustment of being looked at as sexy, wanted? You get where I'm coming from?
It can be pretty overwhelming, but in a beautiful way. It's definitely a good ego booster. But it's like, I don't know, it definitely makes you feel special because uh, it's really hard being a girl, and you don't really understand how hard until you are one. So like the more that I'm treated like a girl out by the world, and the more I like developed into myself and treated even more like a girl, and it's definitely given me challenges. So it's just kind of um I don't know, it's weird because it's like it's so special that it's hard. Like it's like the type of hard that it is so special. So like working with how you are treated as a woman, especially as you're like how you're sexualized, because every woman is, um being on that side of it has been hard but very like empowering at times, because it's like what you do with it that matters. And I guess I've uh, been able to figure out good ways to do it, at least ways that make me feel good,
Good.
and apparently make other people feel good, which is more important to me than making myself feel good. So that's like in return, it makes me feel good to make others feel good when like around me. I like that people enjoy looking at me, and I like that people enjoy working with me and being intimate with me and knowing me as me.
There is a bit of self gratification in knowing that other people find you attractive and that you're making them happy, or giving them an opportunity to fulfill fantasies, whether it's virtual or in person, whichever that may be. Just knowing that you're a part of fulfilling themselves
Part of
is
something
an honor.
special. Like it reminds me of how special it is to be a woman, like to be part of that world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what's coming up next for Alice?
Anything and everything that I can get my hands on. Honestly, I'm ready to. I feel after this year has been very hard, like very challenging. I'm not even going to say hard. It's been challenging, but it's been so amazing and life changing. And I now have a great person to do it all with. So I am more motivated than ever. So I'm ready.
Good. Well, I definitely hope to see you at the AVNs in Vegas because we have some trade content that we need to work out.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. So, people, I think we gave y'all enough entertainment and education at the same time. Here with Deep in Them Guts with Queen Honey B. So, you know what that means, people. Well, I guess y'all want to see. Can we see outfits real quick before we get up out of here?
How about we see outfits and some titties this
I
time?
was just about to say,
yeah,
since you
both.
guys
I
didn't
mean,
see titties
I'm
yet,
a titty
you guys
man.
you guys get titties.
I love the areolas.
Thank you. I get so much
Mouth-watering.
compliments on them.
Oh, yes, and then, of course, Queen B's, them titties. See, this is why y'all subscribe to the Queen Smoke Room. Yes.
And the booty. You get the
Oh, yes. You have a very nice ass.
Thank you.
Mm.
Very
I've been getting compliments on that since before I transitioned.
Oh my God, I believe it. So, people, with that, I'm going to shut up and let these two sexy ladies tell you what you need to know and what you need to do to see them. Go ahead.
Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you and all your stuff, Bev.
Oh, me first? Okay. Instagram, you can find me under Malice with MAALICCE _. It's a lot of doubles, but it's worth it typing, I promise. And I'm that on Twitter as well, or X, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. And you can find me on OnlyFans, Fansly, and Manyvins, all under Alice N Wonderland.
Do you have a link tree?
I do.
That would be a great one to give them too, so they can find all your stuff in one spot.
My link tree is on all those pages. So if you want to just head to my Instagram, it's there for you. You can have all my things, and it even brings you to my Facebook Alice Marie. That also has the link for you. All the links.
And I am Queen Bunny B. You can find all my information on Linktree. Take my name, smush it together, just like you took smush this ass. Queen Bunny B on Linktree, guys, come find me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was stuck looking at titties.
Yeah, I'll let them close out with titties.
Fuck what you heard, people. So with that being said, we will see you next Friday. I hope you enjoyed your shot of lick, that blunt that you smoke while enjoying watching us here in the Premium Smoke Room, people. And do not forget about the end of the year Smoke Fest that I got coming, where we got end of the year episodes from all the podcasts. I'm dropping an episode every day, maybe twice a day for the Premium Smoke podcast, as well as some special Smoke This Over Dark episodes, plus special episodes from this podcast, Bella Queen Says It All, Chronicles of a Spit Queen. You feel what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit killing it at the end of the year for that fourth quarter. So with that being said, you know how we end these wonderful podcasts all the time. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to them, ladies.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Out.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head, no. Yeah. Bullshit. You. Don't do the crime. Born rap star.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a point big. Back on my rap shit, no rap shit. Can't say shit. Just trying to be hood, but not getting your dick. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. And I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke days like apartheid. South Africa. Top spot, I'm coming after your laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game, ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same, the only thing that changed, I got some gray in my mane. I'm still the champ, I'm still the shit. It's all just the shit, not even worth a comment. Don't go to bed with no price on your head, no.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Yeah.